And it was really easy to connect to Helen because I could understand mothers indeed. So I knew what Helen had done. And then I got to meet Kimberly. And it was like meeting the other two kids. It was like, who are you? Oh, you're mine. And very shortly, we didn't know if we'd see each other again. We thought maybe it would be a one-time reunion, but very shortly we were all sharing ideas and welcoming Helen to, my dad welcomed Helen to the family instantly, and we tried to pretend like we hadn't gotten ready for them. It was no big deal, and there were flowers in the bathroom, she always reminds us, and there was a cake, and it wasn't as casual as one might think. And my dad said to my mother, thank God it happened while we were all still alive. And so it was a very wonderful reunion, but it was also a growing of the family, because instantly, not only did I have Timmy, but I had Helen and I had everybody else in her family. Had the ability to thank all those people who were there then. And lots of them are gone now, but we've all thanked them. Kimberly thanked my husband right before he passed away. And so everybody's had time to acknowledge it and to really appreciate the gift we were given.
It was very easy for my family to adapt to a baby. I had 3 children, they were all a year apart, and they were in their early teens when we adopted Kimberly. So she was treated very special by everybody. I was hardly allowed to touch her some days. I mean, it was their baby. And we lived on a farm. Her family came from the city. And it was interesting to me to see the talents that she had that my other children did not. The child just has talents that none of the rest of us in our family had.
Different talents.
Different talents, yes. But she's just been a blessing to the whole family. And I thank Pat very much.
Thank you. I know for me, a lot, I'm experiencing a lot of different levels of understanding and emotion around listening to everybody else's story and thinking of ours, and these great waves of love for you. And I always love you, of course, and I always know that I've got lots of family and lots of you always said the more people to love you, the better. When I met my biological family, but there's this sense of, I've always felt this as well, but you're my mommy. If I have to run home to somebody, I'm running to my mommy.
And she says, "Are you feeling labor pains?" And I immediately knew what she meant. This was on a Friday night, I believe, Friday afternoon. And I said, "No, but should I be?" And she says, "Yes, we have a little girl for you." She said, "I'm sorry," she said, "but I think she needs to be changed. Let me take care of that." And I said, "No, let me." And as soon as she gave it to you, you stopped crying. And this is great.
Yeah. Oh.
So the first thing I got to do was hug you and then change your diaper. Well, I mean, you always knew you were adopted, and when you would ask about her, I would say she had to love you very much to do that.
You did say that, yeah. Did you think about my birth father? Did you wonder who he was?
Not as much as who the birth mother.
Yeah.
In some cases, I know the fathers are detached.
Right.
I mean, that's why the mother gives a child up for adoption sometimes. They have to raise a child on their own, and it's really difficult. And I didn't know what her situation
we didn't know
was.
What the situation was. Yeah.
But no, I guess I really didn't. I thought about the mother, though.
Yeah.
A lot.
And now I'm realizing it's the grandparents that are affected as well.
Right. Yeah.
The parents of the girl, in some cases the parents of the man or boy as well. Oh boy, it just runs very deep.
It affects a lot more people than you really think until you really start delving into the whole thing and listening to other people's stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too, honey.
Girl, give yourself a second chance. And he's too old for you. You're too smart for him, and this is the end of that romance.